The Groupon app is amazing. It has everything.
Alright, well I'm back, but I'm sure it's still gonna fuck it up. I still got about another hour before I actually need to stop, so I'm trying to get as much as I can. I had to download another patch because apparently that stops me from crashing. Because I've crashed like 3 times this entire playthrough. Use television. How's it going? Johann Kern. Why? Peace upon you guys. Tabti? Belka? Belkakin? I don't know how to say your name, buddy. I'm just gonna call you Tabti. Peace upon you guys. Alright, hopefully the stream doesn't screw up, but I'm sure that it will. This is why I don't stream that often. Like, normally I just record and then I post it on the channel, but they were saying that I could only stream, and I was like, I guess so. Maybe I should have tried out for Twitch. Twitch probably would have been a better candidate. Fallschirmjäger. I haven't actually been on the Germans this time yet, huh? Who am I watching? Gnome Soldier. Okay, we got this guy. WFT Dilling. Sergeant Mikey.
Outside is
Mickey.
Yeah, there.
I think we're defending this time. Yeah,
we're pushing up on B from the south.
Yeah, we're defending. All right.
So at least one on.
Did this house collapse? And he's just like going through it?
150 degrees, 150 degrees, free of the fuck.
Oh, that was right behind him, I think.
150 degrees, so 3 of them.
There is one close to the house in front of me.
They're swinging around to the east. Go to B. They're swinging around. The field to the east.
God damn, this game looks really good. They just need to work out all the kinks and stuff. All the weapons. Yeah, Twitch is a better streaming service, and I've had less trouble than I do.
He's
on
left
YouTube.
of you, Lange.
But I mean, I'm more established on YouTube than I am
By the
on
trees.
Twitch.
One far northeast.
He's now behind the barn.
So do we get more waves or? Oh, those are bad guys that just ran up the stairs.
They're at Charlie, they're capping Charlie.
Caesar.
3 yard Charlie.
Wir verlieren das Ziel.
Like Hell Let Loose? No, this is. It's more like Day of Infamy. If I had to compare games, it's more like that.
Der Feind hat das Ziel ergriffen. Fällt zurück, Soldaten.
Hell Let Loose is closer to probably Squad and Postscriptum. Whereas this game, it's a smaller scale, but oh my god, I love the way that they look.
Sorry, I'm a bit overwhelmed. Still trying to figure out what am I doing.
Oh shit! It's
Oh
Nano.
shit.
Nano.
Don't hesitate if you
Okay,
have
they were
any
coming up
questions.
from the east side towards A. The whole squad.
The whole squad? Copy.
There were about 6 or 7 on my
If you
knees.
want to know directions, Nano, press T.
Yeah, but that's relative to you.
How was team play compared to CS?
Then they'll start to retreat.
It definitely
to get
doesn't
killed.
feel as like
Right, I'm gonna do it.
running and gunning as
No.
Insurgency.
Everywhere.
Sandstorm is.
There are a lot of people beyond you.
Give me degrees. Which?
Oh my god, I
direction?
killed 2.
Nice job.
With the MG?
I'm running.
They're in Alpha.
Got one coming up the road on the east.
I'm dead.
One to the left of the road. In the bushes somewhere.
Did he make it across to the left?
Yeah, he shot at me there. I don't know. I lost sight of him.
Trying to stick to the shadows because you are.
Close to the smoke on A.
He's still there in the bushes to your left. Left of Alpha.
It's an MG.
See the barn close to the smoke. That's there are enemies beyond this.
No, I'm not seeing.
North
shit.
behind the low wall.
Oh god. The sounds in the game are really goddamn off-putting. Graphics look. Is that a friendly?
The fuck?
Oh
Definitely
shit.
coming up
From
from the
behind?
east.
My bad. That was
That
my
was
bad.
team kill.
Sorry. I didn't see a name tag. I'm sorry.
Was a hell of a shot.
Shit.
Without a name.
They're moving towards the east.
Okay, we should reinforce.
Lots of them.
Which way is east?
Feiern links von dir vorne hinter die Kisten. Richtung A schauen.
Gesehen.
Into the. Oh.
Da ist einer vor dir Feiern, vor dir.
Reinforce, reinforce.
Jawohl.
They are very close to A.
Can I get a heal? Did I kill him?
Be careful,
They're
grenade.
I have
moving
no
towards
idea. Did I kill
northeast
that guy?
from Bravo.
I can't see. I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. That Those of you that don't know who Nano is, he's like a really big YouTuber. He has around 300k subscribers. He's playing in the match with me right now.
Okay, they called in
I'm
for
actually
new
kind
wave. Watch out.
of shocked when I saw him actually hop in the chat with us. There are people going full gamma and having night vision, basically. Maybe. Man, if that's a feature, I might just turn it up. The sounds of the game are really goddamn off-put. What do you mean by off-putting exactly? Graphics look great, but the sounds are awful. Well, I think when it comes to game development, normally the sound always comes last.
Can we come so
They're
far?
trying to, like, it's just placeholders, basically.
Second floor on that broken building, Grevisk. Top right window.
Yeah, there's just that 1 minute.
Say again, broken roof building, top right window.
Yep.
Can't see shit, man.
Let's see him. Moved off the building, he's at the...
He's coming over the fucking hills.
40
I'm coming from. Wait.
The left go was 5
I'm on A right now. They're pushing.
100 Meter ungefähr.
Can we shoot the windows?
I'm
No, but the
dead.
bullets
Somebody on B.
Der Feind erobert
One
das
on A.
Objektiv Anton.
He's on A. He's on A. Shoot his ass. Oh god.
Bertha ist frei.
I got the A1. B is going. B capture.
Wir haben das Ziel verloren.
Did we lose it?
One down.
Can reinforce so we are. Oh
We have
wait,
no
we
waves
don't.
left.
We've got no one left.
Good luck, guys. Person.
There are so many trade kills in this game.
Oh shit.
Good luck.
Oh, he's so screwed.
Poor
Yeah, we
bastard.
spoke
This guy is so
today
screwed.
about this. The second team has also to be marked as friendly. Too many team kills.
It's like the
They're moving towards your right side.
My right side.
Yep. And also right behind you.
I think I may have got one, but I don't.
Man.
I think he
Ooh,
can
nice.
make this. He can make this, you know. Wave left.
Bertha, wir verlieren das Ziel.
In the trees by B.
If you die, we'll have a last man standing.
I don't know if he's gonna make it in
You
time.
got his.
He's not gonna make it in time. Yep. So basically, from what I can gather, the attacking team just needs to go in and disarm those little placements, and they keep moving upwards on the map. These matches can go really fast if you have like a well-coordinated team. I learned that the hard way. It's like, oh my god. So good news is that I haven't crashed yet. So I mean that's a plus. That patch actually worked. Which is pretty A-okay in my book. Let's try out this gun.
MFK?
Yes?
Schlafst?
It's a brand new game called
so
Vanguard. It's been through like a bunch of stages, and I'll definitely be talking with a developer in an interview about it, hopefully.
Last round, somebody mentioned about showing the icons on top of everybody. Is that something other people want to do? Because our idea at the beginning was to show it only at a certain range, so that you still have to think before shooting. But if this is not popular, we're interested to hear your opinion on this.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, we spoke already about it in the feedback channel last week, because you know half the maps are in the dark. You barely see the figure, but you don't see at all the sign of friendly troops, especially for the second squad.
I think it's to know where your teammates are.
Man, I feel like I'm the only American in here. I'm lagging like crazy.
No,
I
it's,
am definitely
Seb.
American, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Seb is also there. He's also his front team player. He's also American. I
We're
think he's,
capturing
from
objective
Texas.
Able. Yeah, our assault on objective Able.
Grenade.
Capture of objective Able is in progress. The enemy has stopped our assault on objective Able.
Ow.
Okay, how the hell did I die?
I think they're flanking. Fuck.
They're flanking to the west. There were definitely two of them flanking.
It's inside the building. Ah.
So the game that's been in development since 2009 as a mod went through a massive change a yearish ago. Yeah, because I heard that this game was supposed to be like way more ambitious. Like it was supposed to have like tanks and shit like that. But
Ooh, I don't like this.
oh my god, the lag.
Well,
I died.
yeah, was it the grenade or?
Don't worry, Nano, you'll get your chance.
Yeah, ran up to right up to him.
Feeling sense. Might still isn't working. We'll have to sit down and try to figure this out at
You
some point.
said spawn directly to the right. So if you spawn the first building,
Way more coordinated assault.
Oh my god.
Rollfly AFK.
Where?
There are
yeah,
inside
he's
buildings.
Yeah, sorry.
The building right there? And you just got wrecked from that building, I think.
Okay, so we have to check all buildings that are inside.
He's in here, in here, in here. Oh, forget that. Fuck. That was the worst round ever played in my whole fucking life.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
We're capturing objective Able.
Got 3 times in a row.
Oh fuck!
You know,
Can I let go?
Yeah, me too.
Oh shit! Grenade! How am I not dead? How am I not dead? How am I not dead?
We've captured the objective.
Whoa.
I don't understand how I'm not dead.
Jesus Christ, they have some good fucking aim.
Truck.
Are we not getting...
So we have to clear every single building.
Really low FPS.
Friendly fire, friendly fire.
Watch out, friendly.
Oh, I have to spectate things.
Yep.
But I'm playing by myself.
There's a dude down the road. I've been trying to hit him.
Guy in the bunker is down.
Capture of objective Baker in progress.
I don't think my rifle fires straight for some reason.
What rifle do you have? Enfield?
Lee Enfield.
Okay, you're not the first making this comment. So
Capture complete.
Great job.
Who done that?
Welcome, gentlemen.
Whoa.
High and south, and there's enemy between us somewhere.
Okay, yeah, see.
God fucking damn it.
He got him, but I'm also down.
It's my worst round ever. We got 4 times killed in.
Yeah, the lang. You sound like my community on Postcryptum.
Daniel's bomb killers, you
Yeah.
cheaters. Aimbot.
Admin here. They're spawn killing us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have spawn protection, so if you are getting shot while spawning, you won't take damage for a few seconds.
Yeah.
That was my place, Durek. It's clear here.
I thought you said it was clear.
Yeah, the bunker is clear,
You
but
lied to me.
The man. Bunker was clear.
Have we got a friendly in the bunker?
Now they're behind the truck.
I don't think they are friendly here.
Guillaume, you're French, are you?
Yeah.
Forest Warrior, how's it going? Adam Crodula.
Is that your voice on the
Is Nano?
command channel?
Yeah, Nano is here.
Sam,
he is in
someone
this
in
game.
front of you.
here.
I'm not sure if it's friendly.
No.
I'm actually spectating him right now. I didn't realize.
You have a similar
Can they see me
that's
through
why
the
I
grass?
ask.
I mean, I could see you, but I'm spectating, so does that count?
Nano enemies right in front.
Beautiful, really. I like even
When he
watching
left, Nano.
playing.
Left.
Oh,
In
straight
front of
ahead
me
of
now,
you.
in front.
Straight of you.
Oh no!
Oh, he's so dead.
I think you should reinforce. Will take some time to get.
Oh, he can't see.
He's behind the bunker thing.
Wait, are those the
Flank
Germans?
through the left over the open field.
Tried, I couldn't actually.
Oh, there's the map edge. See, you can't move further. Oh yeah.
Watch out, fire, and there's someone there.
Oh, come on.
Fuck, he waited. Yeah, he's in the grass.
Is this a game that I'm going to cover that
Watch
I can
your
do with
fire,
Ron?
guys, watch your fire.
I'm gonna do a couple videos with this game. I'm definitely gonna do an interview with one of the developers because I really want to know the backstory behind it. 'Cause I know that I went through like different versions, I believe.
That was nice. Dutch guy. Soldier.
And if there's
Not
any
too far from
questions,
B.
if there's any questions that you want me to ask the developer, just send
already,
it, like, type it in the comments. Type it in the comments of this video, and I'll ask the developer questions, because I could really use some questions to
Ahead
ask
of you,
this guy.
behind the stone wall. Oh, that was bad. Close.
Oh my god. Oh,
See him
go.
running ahead of you.
Don't die.
Yeah.
We're capturing objective Baker. Stopped our assault on objective Baker.
Oh, he was in the door right there. Fuck, I didn't see him.
Watch out from behind. Watch out. Ahead of you. Right side, your own soldier. Own soldier, right side. That was the guy.
He comes in.
Oh my god, if you'd have missed him, I would have been like,
two
seriously?
full clips.
Like, holy shit, bro.
Like that.
More bullets.
But you did it. That's the worst thing. You did it. Congrats.
How's it going, Pike?
He's in the building. There's two of them in the top floor. The building with the broken roof.
I'm just gonna call you 1961. How's it going, 1961?
There's one
Wait.
Charlie.
Connect to the server. But I can hear the team
I don't
chat.
see us winning this one, guys.
I can hear the team chat while it's.
Is there
still
any
says-
game modes with tanks like in the trailer?
Says connecting to server.
As far as I know, it's just infantry only. I haven't dug too much into the game.
I think the tanks in the trailer
do
with
you
the
mean?
scenery.
I think they just might be set pieces.
But is it like working?
It might be work in progress. I don't know.
I got the both deaths. Yeah.
Was this the last round?
Are you bored yet?
I don't think so. He is not reacting.
Then it ain't the last round yet.
Last round for me.
Probably call this make this next one the last round. We're having fun, but
Okay, copy that.
With so many people, it's a really different game for me, at least.
Better or worse?
Different. Different. I'm not sure if it's.
My opinion, it's better as with a few guys.
Kind of works with both though, actually, which is kind of interesting and nice.
Share that, yeah. It makes more fun with bigger size scale.
Damn, I need some water. Ugh.
Let me ask one thing. Will it be possible to create like squads here? You know, personalize and this sort of stuff.
So
unit badge and these sort of things, you know.
Yeah, maybe. We have early plans for something akin to that, where you can maybe, it makes it easier to work with your friends, etc.
Cool.
This is actually the developer
Probably
that's
just be a
talking
matter
in
of
the
like
Discord chat right
maintaining
now.
historical accuracy if it came to like visuals.
Well, I can definitely see that some people might want to
Alright,
customize
I'm
the
gonna
name of their
try out
squad
this
to be
MG.
like, DEEN.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, like Project Reality style.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, Project Reality is something different.
Does anybody know what the bipod is?
We don't need it so accurate, you know, but having like an emblem or, I mean, you have already signs up the names, so should work somehow, I think.
Do you guys have like a roadmap or
the bipod
what
on the
you have planned for the game that I can check
Not
it
yet. No.
We don't have a roadmap up now. Oh yeah, no.
But that's something we
okay.
want to add later.
Do you guys have the bipod out yet? Like, is there a button for that or?
No, there isn't a bipod at the moment, but there are plans for one in the future.
Copy.
The animations are a bit ropey, so we're focusing on getting the animations we've got better, rather than introducing whole new ones.
Yeah, it's kind of like Day of Infamy, except it's more of a realistic and better looking game.
So what's the plan, guys? Where are we heading?
Ja, bitte Sastronenstaub, dann wissen wir gleich, wo wir hin müssen.
Wherever we're going, it's for the fatherland.
Whereas you're on separate teams, you probably should confer on the plan.
Heading towards A.
I don't know. I haven't followed this game enough to know if there's no vehicles or not. Oh god, grenades.
Welcome to war, gentlemen.
Jesus
They're
Christ.
already on A.
Yeah. Already fucked up. Second victim without him.
That's,
I think I missed every shot.
Why, Nano? Why?
Nano, I thought you were good at
Recoil.
games. What the hell?
Recoil.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, wow.
He saw you, like, through the cover, I think.
They're flanking around
Hacks.
towards B from the east.
He cheated.
Der Feind hat das Ziel ergriffen. Feld zurück, Soldaten.
Is there a way to resupply your ammo?
Yes, there are some ammo boxes.
Yes.
They are green, and they are scattered around the map.
Yeah, they're like scattered.
Gotcha. Alright, thank you.
There is one close to the cafe. To the
Maybe
other
it-
side of the bridge.
Yeah, apparently.
It's right next to you, right next to you.
Like, this game was supposed to be like way more ambitious. Like, it was.
Fuck,
supposed to
you're
have,
running
like,
in the
much
middle of
more
me.
stuff, but they settled on something that was more simple.
There were too many, I couldn't choose which one I need to shoot.
As per Kickstarter page, gotcha. Yeah, Vanguard iteration is infantry focused. Still traction wars and has huge ambition. Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
On the road, right of A.
Right of A.
Moving over here. On B.
Du bist schon Zielflamme-FK, blockierst mich da.
I can't tell if I'm shooting at it.
Gern, gell?
Oh, this is a bad idea. I can't see anything. I can't fucking see anything. I can't see shit. I don't even know where they're coming from.
I think I actually fucking killed someone.
Congratulations.
You're a good boy.
How do we know which way is which? Is there like a compass anywhere?
Yeah,
Press T. Directly southeast from Bravo, behind that building.
That's friendly fire, friendly fire.
Sorry.
I'm kind of far up anyways.
Do we have defense in A now? Who's everybody at B?
I'm stuck over here at A, but I don't see anything. Then again, it is dark as house. They could be sneaking up on me for all I know.
There's only one at
The
A.
direction south of
Second guy gets it.
I mean, there have been 1 or 2 behind the wall. 200 degrees.
He's just gone behind the truck in front of Ruffle Waffles.
Oh, this thing is heavy. I have a grenade.
Oh, you throw a grenade. You're dead. Oh, yeah, you're dead.
I exploded.
He's like right here.
MFK voor die irgendwas?
I can't see him.
Nope.
No, it's the German for nope. Okay, my position. They're attacking my position.
Hey, hey,
Fuck, I'm down.
Where was he?
Between.
Oh.
Nice.
Good job, guys.
Damn it. Alright. It was, yes,
fun.
Agreed. It's nice to
Hell
see a
yeah.
playable version
That's
of
much
the
fun
game
for
after
your
it's
team
been worked on for so
winning every
long.
Did we actually? Yeah.
See what happens.
Can you please, Mr. Developer, can you take my money, please?
On Friday, yes.
I would like to game on.
Same.
You have my money already.
Well, more, I mean.
It's just nice to be a playable version, development ahead. They've
Okay, I gotta
been
go,
around
guys.
it for a long
Yeah,
time.
we'll call it
They
there.
said the Kickstarter
Thanks, Robin.
has made
Thanks, anyone else?
leaps
Anyone?
and
Any
bounds.
verbal feedback for those hanging about for a few minutes?
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, thank you.
Pleasure as always.
Had a lot of fun.
Good. Sorry about the glitches and bugs, and we're still working on it.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
It's early access.
Yeah.
Well, it was not that bad, man. We had only 1 crash, also.
I had
talking
3,
to
but
it.
I didn't fucking download
Really?
Well, I didn't download
Okay.
the patch. it didn't come
Ah,
up.
yeah. Well, you know.
I was trying to get so like download the patch.
It didn't come up. I was like, what the hell? Where's it at?
I mean,
Yeah, you must restart Steam one time, then it's updated.
I restarted it and it didn't come up either. So I just uninstalled it and reinstalled it.
That's the streamer's fate.
It never goes to plan, does it?
Nope. This is why I don't like streaming.
Alright, unmute MFK. MFK?
Ja.
Feedback-Runde für die anderen.
Ja.
Ich muss sie alle mal auf.
Any specific feedback?
Sure.
I have one feedback that I would like to have. So on this build we added
Are they torches or
that
flares?
the attackers
I'm not sure.
do not get
I have to
attack
talk
the
to
next
the
objective right away.
guys.
There's a
At the
delay.
end of this live stream, I need you to write down in the
How much
comments
was the delay?
questions that you want me
Much?
to ask the
Not enough?
developers because I don't have any
Didn't
questions ready
feel-
for this
it
guy.
didn't, like,
So I need questions to ask him when I get into the interview.
I didn't notice it at all.
So when the interview comes on, I need questions. So write it down in the comments when the video goes live.
For some reason the attackers are already at the second objective.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, if during that time you are close to the next objective, you won't be able to capture.
Okay. Second pointers for feedback. We've added new markers. What did people think of the markers over people's heads, particularly for teammates, not squad mates?
Markers were good.
There was a little subtle blue dot now for teammates.
I was
too small, too big.
I was aiming at
nice.
I was aiming at a guy and I didn't see his marker come up, so I just figured it was a bad guy and I shot him and it was friendly. So
it's like after a certain distance, it's gone. But I think that's a good thing because you actually have to, can see your target.
It was dark though.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's on.
Well, the key is always look for the outline of the backpack. For the British.
It's dark. You don't see a backpack. You see barely a helmet. So this is fact. I told you last time that it has to be marked. I got 3-time team kill today, and Durag, the one was of me. He sniped. No, it's okay. Just it doesn't work that way because I think people get frustrated. I was.
Well, I mean,
if you get 2 times in a row, team killed.
Squads, Project Reality.
Yeah, but you can compare. Simply as that, you have here absolutely dark, lightless, in Project Reality you had even moonshine, something else, So I think you can't really compare these two totally different maps and games.
Well, it's still the same kind of concept of making sure you identify targets first before opening up on them, and making sure you have good communication with your team so you know where people are. So if you have a disorganized team who's all over the place and, some running ahead without notifying anyone and, aren't given any sort of indicators, that would be the kind of time where it's sort of not a direct sort of punishment, but, something players would have to consider in such a scenario. Which you wouldn't really have to consider as much if you're more coordinated.
Could you guys give me the pitch for the game? Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to do 10v10? Are you gonna do large scale? Is he gonna have tanks like in the trailer?
No, it's small scale, so it's 12v12 infantry combat, squad v squad. Short rounds, 7 minutes for a single phase. If they capture a phase, it extends by another 7 minutes, up to 3 phases. So it's sort of quick to the action. Realistic style gunplay, and quite massive open maps where you have the ability, apart from Pegasus Bridge, to flank and do tactics as you want them, rather than being stuck into lanes.
All right.
So we saw a bit of that tonight. We had a few people trying to do a massive hook around the side and surprise people from the back, so you never quite know where they're coming from.
Interesting.
Just to go back to the feedback briefly, did anyone even notice the blue markers over teammates' heads?
I noticed that when I looked at somebody and he had a blue marker, it stayed on my screen. As I was running, like it was still on my screen, even though I wasn't looking at him.
I saw them, from time to time, but I didn't have a clue what's about because I was so fixed on the green signs that I really in the first moment I didn't connect it, but afterwards when you get familiar with it, it's quite. But I'm still on it. I know I'm respecting your sense for reality, but it doesn't help if people get frustrated and quit the game after the second, third round if they get team killed.
Spitfire
so I
is
think you really should watch about this feedback because it's coming and now the second time.
He's a voice actor.
And not only from me.
There's two different elements. There's one
he's in the Ready or Not
How
Discord.
obvious it is.
I've talked to him.
How far away
I tried to help him out with trying to get into other games.
So we've increased the range, but I think we need to go further with the range, as you say.
I personally still. I mean, what's everyone else's thoughts on it?
I had fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
as I
ringing
told you,
endorsement.
I was just warming up, so.
For me, it was great. Really smooth. Really enjoyed the gameplay. The MGs. Thanks for taking the feedback that I gave you for the last couple of months, because the machine gun's really more useful.
Yeah, actually,
For the
Spitfire
markers on
is the
longer
voice
range,
actor
can you
of
just
the
make
British
them when you
guy
aim
in
at
this
the person,
game.
They will only show up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
seconded.
Another thought on that would be have it only appear after a certain amount of time.
Yep.
So potentially have, you know, if you're within like, what, 10 meters, you know, it'd be there. But if you're aiming at, say, 50 meters, it might take at least a couple of seconds before it will come up if you aim at them.
Or in their general area. I mean.
Yeah, that
yeah,
sort
at
of
least
car
a second.
keeps that balance, I suppose, of, you know, not having, you just know where everyone is and there isn't a sort of punishment for not coordinating. But
Yeah,
at the
and
same time, you'd have to, well, there's an ability to still kind of get some sort of identification. So after a certain amount of time, it might take, what, 6 seconds, 7, 8,
I think that's a little bit long. If you're going to do that, you need to make it like 1 or 2 seconds.
Way too long. Because it's fast-paced gaming. You know, we have been all the time on the run and on the hunt. So if you simply don't have 6 seconds to wait, do I shoot or not?
I mean, I'd say there's still 6 seconds. I mean, I'd understand if it was a game where it was both fast-paced, so there's loads of waves, but the fact you only have a couple limited waves, those couple of seconds are still sparable. And if you think about it, it's sort of, would I rather not wait those 6 seconds? I mean, that's the thing you could do. Skilled players who could tell, yeah, the different cues of, be able to tell silhouettes and that, would be able to make that judgment without waiting. So it would encourage skill-based gameplay.
Yeah, I like the idea. 6 seconds is an eternity when you are playing.
Yeah,
But something like 2 will be already enough.
I'd put it at 3 tops, but 2
But
seems reasonable.
I think overall it's a pretty good idea though, because if it's constantly there at a distance, then it takes away from how you feel in the game, because you're overloaded with all these icons.
All right.
All over the.
See you around.
Yeah, so something we don't want to have add elements everywhere, and we already have quite a lot.
I still think there should definitely be an element of actually trying to acquire your targets, because the more kind of indication that you have with, okay, X is here, there, wherever, the less you actually have to kind of think about it, and the less you have to think about it, the sort of the less open the gameplay becomes, more streamlined it becomes, and less there becomes a far lower need for coordination between team members.
Okay, all noted. We'll have a look at that. Any other areas, particularly feedback? I mean, it's obviously a lot better now that you can see who's talking to you. It's a good start.
Yeah, that was kind of buggy for me.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a bug of not showing an icon when you have assault in another section. So.
Noted that. Yep. And I also noticed just that there was a couple of his icons which didn't go away on a level rotation, so we've cleaned those up.
But you really fast reacted on that. I really like it, because on Saturday we had. That's really compliments.
I'm sorry if I missed something, but I do have a noob question and comment. On the machine guns, is there a way to deploy those onto fences and windows and stuff?
No, there isn't at the moment, no.
Okay, so the comment is, it seems a little... I kind of like how slow it is, but it seems like it's a little bit too slow to bring up your iron sights with a machine gun. Just a tad. Like, it doesn't feel smooth. It doesn't feel like how you would bring it up.
Seconded.
But I do appreciate that it is slower than most games, because most games are just really bizarre at how fast you sling up a 25-pound machine gun. But it seems a touch slow.
Yeah.
It's not as difficult as you might think it is, though.
Well, they don't even do it at all.
It's not that difficult to get a machine gun up, though. It really isn't.
Shoot from the
Well,
hip.
it depends now. I have a lot of experience with machine guns. It depends. It's a little bit too slow in game.
I love
it's a little
this.
bit too slow in game.
That's a talk of a real soldier. I love that. You know, I've experience with machine guns, and I know fucking what he's talking about.
Well, I carried a 240 for a long time.
I know what
it's a tad bit slow, but at the same time, most games are horribly wrong with how fast they are. So somewhere in the middle of where it's at now and the zippity fast stuff, I think it would be a little bit better.
I mean, there is a balancing thing to that, and the fact that obviously we don't have bipods right now. So part of the reason it is noticeably slow, but it's partly to encourage people to dig in and use it rather than trying to fire and move it too quickly. We don't have a bipod to force them to stay still, so the draw time is a nod towards fixing them, to sort of pushing them towards a more static style of play when you're wielding the LMGs.
I agree, it's a bit slow.
It is a bit slow.
Just a touch. I mean, maybe just a second quicker, it would look more smooth. It feels like unnaturally slow, but slower is good. And like you said, I think that is the way to go.
On this build, I have slightly increased the lethality of the rifle. Do you have any feedback on this?
I think it should be. I think it should be increased a bit more.
Yeah, same here.
It's a bit better, but oftentimes you need still 2 shots to kill someone with a rifle.
If you don't do exactly headshot, you need 2 shots. I tested it. I was behind a trooper and shot him in the head, and he was instantly dead. And after that, I had to shoot twice on the abdomen. I mean, this is we talked about. I don't need to repeat it. But I think you should really make it as the highest impact bullet in a game, and I don't have really the feeling about.
Well, I was mainly shooting center body mass, so they generally went down. The only time that I felt that was kind of odd, I mean, but it isn't, is I shot some guy pretty much point blank, but it kind of caught them sort of in the shoulder area, but close to the arm. I'm not sure what hitbox are or whatever, and that took 2 shots, and that felt a bit odd, but
arms are 75% damage. I can tell you that.
I mean, so yeah, generally it felt fine. I was shooting center mass, but some felt a bit off, but not in general.
Noted. We'll keep increasing it.
Cool.
Very cool.
Any other particular areas people want to bring up with us while we're all in the room?
Irgendwas vandaag, jongens?
Oh, some of the people in my chat were saying, are you guys going to be adding any types of flares for like the nighttime? Or anything like that?
Actually, we had one before.
Really?
And remove it for...
That was a fun thing. It was bugged, so you could fire it at basically unlimited rate, and it had no ammo.
The main issue was there was no shadows, so it was looking very bad. But that's something we'd like to add back.
It's an interesting dynamic to the fact that the night maps are very dark, so you can get away with murder in terms of not taking cover and things. So
that's the
ability
thing
to
I
light
fucking
everything up
love about it.
That'd be entertaining. I mean,
because
have
you
thought
can really hide in the shadows. That is what I really like.
Yeah, I think, not to get me wrong with the critics before, the night maps are great. I love night maps. I'm maybe the only one in Postscriptum who loves the night maps.
No.
But, yeah. Seb, I know. Yeah, but when it's up for team killing reasons, you have to find a really solution, because really, after the second time I got really frustrated, and I think I'm not the only one. If you get permanently or constantly team killed.
I mean, I can't say I've had that issue. I mean,
yeah, but you've been playing for a bit of time.
Well,
I know.
Man, you didn't have to play with Durag, okay? So really.
Oh man.
Sorry, no.
But you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's all it was.
But on kind of like a serious note of that, I think like one of the things with that is that you've really, I mean, it is because the way the knights present in Vanguard is right my cup of tea. Even though I don't drink tea, I only drink water. Heresy, I know. But you've got to kind of, I mean, the way I kind of go around it is you got to like change the way you kind of look at stuff. Like, not to sound really fucking pretentious, but like the way you kind of identify targets and stuff, and like communication and stuff.
And does that bush look a little funny to you?
Yeah, and rather than just kind of like shooting into it or whatever, like take a second to think of that, or position yourself in a place where you can actually kind of have a good look at that.
Yeah, I think we'd all agree the maps are done well.
I've used the fact that people don't do that to my advantage. But yeah, I'd say that it plays quite heavily into kind of like a skill basis sort of thing on how effectively you can use the darkness to your advantage. And if you have like a whole 2 teams that are kind of like know how to use the darkness well and have that kind of like lack of kind of everything being shown for you, I think that will definitely bring some very interesting gameplay where people are kind of outdoing each other on how they use the darkness, and yeah, just kind of how it's done.
Yeah, it's depending, you know. If you do a game for the high skilled 10% of all gamers in this sector, you're right, you know. But I'm always looking for the 90%. And
I mean, just
how many
saying,
times do
I
you
am
get
easily in that
just to explain
90%.
it, you know? just to explain how hard is it to get into the game, because I know what happened with Postscriptum at the beginning. You had a really high learn curve to master, and yeah, let's say it's obvious if you look at the numbers. 95% are not here anymore because they don't have the patience to get into the darkness and, you know, all the stuff you explained, you know. That's,
if you
I
mean
just
with
want
like
to help you, you know?
Postscriptum, I think the issue that
Similar with the
Postscriptum
night
has
maps.
is
That's why I'm doing the comparison.
I mean, the thing is, I'd say that's very different because the way Postscriptum is in comparison to Vanguard, because not only, you know, Postscriptum isn't known for being the fastest game or the most kind of not streamlined but focused.
I mean, I don't know if I really want to draw comparisons from Postscriptum to Vanguard, because it almost seems like 2 completely different games. Like I would say that probably Day of Infamy is closer to Vanguard, but Vanguard seems to be way more realistic and better looking, as far as I can tell.
True that. I'm talking about the night map specific, you know.
Yeah, and
the same issues like.
But then you got what you gotta consider is the kind of gameplay loop in Postscriptum, because Postscriptum, like, the first thing you're doing is moving. You're choosing a point, but in Vanguard you've essentially got a cone of movement to 1 of 2, maybe 3 points, and they're still within that kind of short cone. And it's very kind of, map design is very kind of straight from, you know, spawn to point. Whereas Postscriptum, what you often have is like the whole map's your oyster, and not only that, it's a couple miles in, like size, quite a few square miles, and then it's okay, find what's going on in this huge map where you have many different points you could choose from, in that is essentially anywhere on the map. And the whole kind of gameplay loop is kind of based around that. You're going to be playing this for quite a while, and then, you know, like, slowly make your way through a game. Instead of Vanguard's kind of like snappiness, but not snappy to the point of being arcadey. I suppose you could say in the same light as Day of Infamy.
So another developer is in my chat from another game, and he's saying, do you guys take any inspirations from Medal of Honor Airborne at all, or maybe European Assault?
Yeah,
Durek, you break up.
Oh, well.
No, I got you too.
Did you hear what I said?
Do we take inspiration from Medal of Honor? was I think the question.
Yeah.
Airborne.
No, not directly. Well, obviously, we've all played those games and came up through. Even the mod scene, have Forgotten Hope 2 and other games like that. So they've all had their mark on us.
Yeah.
But we like to think Vanguard is its own animal. Rather than being
and that's the good
success
thing.
to any single game.
Yeah, I really like what's going on here so far. I've been having a lot of fun.
It's the fact that Vanguard is actually unique instead of what did X, Y, and Z do? Okay, let's do the exact same thing again.
Well, I mean, there's obviously lots of different ways of spinning Vanguard, but fundamentally, at the core is a hardcore shooter, where with tactics and teamwork and squads. But you don't have to work a long time to get into the combat. You are dropped straight into it every time.
It's that dynamic of hardcore but fast, but not, comically fast, that I think is like the biggest draw and the biggest kind of boon to the gameplay itself. And like the adherence to that kind of set idea. And the gameplay loop being built around that.
We're going to need to wrap this up, folks. So I'll just wrap up quickly. Obviously, thank you for everyone. A very interesting discussion post game. We made lots of notes. We made lots of notes from the game anyway, and from your feedback. A couple of things, housekeeping to point out. We're testing again Thursday evening. Please do come along if you can. Streamers again, very welcome. We might invite some other people to join us as well.
Donnerstagabend seid dabei.
Jawohl.
And almost as more importantly is on Friday we obviously are launching, so would be much appreciated for anyone who can be playing the game on Friday evening, because obviously we need server population for those first few hours as the game comes out of the gate, so new players have people to play with, and please, there is video footage of it. So
mutually assured destruction.
Blackmailing Spitfire aside, thank you very much, everybody. Hopefully we will see you on Thursday, and we will see you on Friday night. We will be trying to play the game on Friday night with you, but we will obviously be focusing on dealing with new players and troubleshooting and anything else that might come up. So hopefully we'll be in the game and enjoying launch day, but who knows. So hopefully see you on Thursday, and we hope to see you on Friday.
All right.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for inviting.
It's been brilliant playing with you lads tonight. It really has.
Before you go, give me half a second and I'll get a doodle link so you can book your place on the Thursday session, because tonight we were full.
Yeah, it was great. I really loved it.
Yes.
Two squads, that's ideal size. I loved it, It's really...
24 is a very round number for the gameplay, I think.
Well, it's 2 full squads.
Yeah.
Give me half a second, and I'll give you the list.
Now, if only I could play on an American server, that would have been 10 out of 10.
Well, we will have servers as many places we can get them for Friday, so...
Neat.
We're working on that right now. They won't all be in Europe.
I mean, playing with the Germans, it really kind of adds a bit of authenticity to it, so I'm okay with the German server.
And look at it this way, you got the voice of the British here as well.
That too.
I could do without that, honestly.
Oh no.
My feelings.
Everybody loves Sepp because he's half German. That's the fact.
The diddle links up, folks. So thank you very much. Please sign up if you can make it on Thursday. Please join us. It will again be a free stream if you wish to. For those wondering how it's going to work, because obviously, while we're beating testing is normally NDA, but obviously not for while we're these last few promotional tests, and then obviously we'll go back to a more behind the scenes role post launch when we start beta testing the next update to the first update to Vanguard.
Nice.
Perfect.
So, but we'll make it very clear when you can and can't. So don't worry about it. But the next 2, you're fine. So that's Thursday and Friday.
Perfect.
Thank you very much, everybody. We will see you again, hopefully, later this week.
All right, see you around, man.
Thanks. Naturellement. Yeah.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night. Bye-bye.
And
Thanks
good
for having
day to our American friends.